Good morning, guys, and thank you for coming to yet another week of home learning. So today's lesson is all about oxidation. If you haven't done so already, please complete your retrieval quiz and come back for the answers. So pause the lesson video, complete your retrieval quiz, and then come back to this video. Okay, so the answers are as follows. Make sure you are self-correcting as you go. So heat is used to break down a compound during thermodecomposition, hence the name thermo, meaning heat, decomposition, to decompose, to break down. When a carbonate breaks down, it gives off carbon dioxide gas. If you see bubbles during a reaction, it means that a gas is being produced. The type of reaction that involves burning of fuel is combustion. CO2 is carbon dioxide. When sulfur dioxide dissolves in water droplets, it forms acid rain. Incomplete combustion produces carbon monoxide, which is a toxic gas. The chemical formula for water is H2O. The chemicals at the start of a reaction are called the reactants, and the word equation for the thermodecomposition of copper carbonate, well, copper carbonate breaks down to form copper oxide and carbon dioxide. Okay, so remember, this topic is all about chemical reactions. We've already looked at combustion, we've looked at thermodecomposition. So today we are looking at a type of reaction called oxidation, and you need to be able to explain what happens during an oxidation reaction. 3 key words, 2 of them you should already know. Product is what is made during a chemical reaction. Reactants are the substances that react at the start of a reaction. And then an oxidation reaction is a type of reaction in which a substance gains oxygen. So if you look at the word equation for when magnesium reacts with oxygen, magnesium plus oxygen goes to make magnesium oxide. So the magnesium has joined with the oxygen and therefore it's oxidation. Okay, so oxidation. Oxidation means when a substance gains oxygen. So I'm going to go through a few scenarios now with you. So when magnesium burns in air, it reacts with oxygen to make magnesium oxide. And metals will react with oxygen to make metal oxides. So for example, if zinc was being burned in the air, it would react with oxygen to make zinc oxide. The word equation, magnesium plus oxygen goes to make magnesium oxide. And I could simplify that again to a symbol equation. So word equations use the words, symbol equations use the symbols. So magnesium, Mg, I know that from the periodic table. Now oxygen gas has got the chemical formula O2. So oxygen gas is 2 oxygen atoms joined together to make O2, goes to make magnesium oxide, MgO. Another scenario, when carbon reacts with oxygen, it makes carbon dioxide. So just like metals can react with oxygen, non-metals can also react with oxygen. So the word equation, carbon plus oxygen, goes to make carbon dioxide. The symbol equation, carbon, capital C from the periodic table, plus O2 for the oxygen gas, goes to make CO2, carbon dioxide. Another scenario, when sulfur impurities burn, they react with oxygen to make sulfur dioxide. And again, we can show this with a word equation, or we can simplify it even further with a symbol equation. However, please be mindful that you never mix your word and your symbol equations together. So oxidation reactions are chemical reactions where oxygen is added to form an oxide. So when a substance gains oxygen, we call it oxidation. The first task I would like you to do is go to your student worksheet. I want you to click the link for this video and watch the video on the oxidation of metals. Come back to this video once you have finished watching the YouTube. Okay, so task 2. The oxidation of iron. So iron can react with oxygen to form iron oxide. What I would like you to do is have a go at stating why this is an example of oxidation. I want you to write a word equation for the reaction, and then I want you to try and write a symbol equation as well. The image might help you. Pause the video, come back once you have done it. Okay, so let's go through the answers. So this is an example of oxidation because the iron has joined with the oxygen, or because oxygen has been added to form an iron oxide. The word equation, iron plus oxygen, goes to make iron oxide. And the symbol equation, well done if you got that correct. Fe for iron plus O2 for oxygen, FeO, iron oxide. That takes us on to task 3, another oxidation scenario. So we've got creating water. Hydrogen gas can react with oxygen gas to form water. You can see the reaction in the diagram below. So again, I would like you to state why it's an example of oxidation. Look what's happening with the hydrogen. I want you to write the word equation, and then I want you to write the symbol equation. Okay, so it's an example of an oxidation reaction because the hydrogen has gained oxygen. Word equation, hydrogen plus oxygen, those are our reactants. They go to make our product, which is water. H2 plus O2 goes to make H2O. And our final scenario of oxidation, when methane gas burns, the symbol has been given to you for methane gas, it reacts with oxygen in the air to form carbon dioxide and water. So again, it's the same 3 questions I would like you to complete. Come back once you have done it. Okay, so it's an oxidation reaction because you might have said the methane or the carbon in the hydrogen in the methane has gained oxygen. The word equation and the symbol equation are as follows. Make sure you are self-correcting your work and ticking it if you got it right. Well done. Now that takes us on to the consolidation. So I'd like you to complete the 5 questions about the lesson today. Once you have completed those questions, come back for your answers. Okay, so the answers are as follows. What is gained by a substance during an oxidation reaction? Well, that must be oxygen. When aluminium reacts with oxygen, the oxide formed is aluminium oxide. The element that has reacted with oxygen to form sulfur dioxide is sulfur. The word equation for the reaction of magnesium and oxygen to make magnesium oxide, and then the symbol equation. Now remember guys, to complete your RAG rating for the learning intention, so the learning intention to explain what happens during an oxidation reaction. How do you feel about that learning intention? Do you feel that you've met it? Do you feel that you're green, you understand? Or are you amber, you feel that you need a bit more support and a bit more help? Or are you red, you really don't get it? So please complete your RAG rating and thank you for taking the time to access your learning from home, guys. Much appreciated.